Are we really creating an automated trading bot that buys Bitcoin when you go to the bathroom? Find out on today's Blueprint. Welcome to Blueprint for April 17th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Hartman, marketing manager for TradersPost, alongside Peter Hartman, also part of the marketing team. Today, we'll be building a Bitcoin bathroom bot. You heard right. You'll learn to use TradersPost to buy Bitcoin or whatever asset you want automatically every time you flush. Liquid gold, you might call it. We call it WageTM.
No.
A quick reminder that these scripts and walkthroughs are for educational purposes only to showcase what can be done with the awesome power of automation. We make no promises about the performance and testing. So let's get straight to it. Peter, the TradersPost Slack is filled with useful information and things that we do to make TradersPost better day in and day out. I know that, you know that, and everybody watching knows that. What you might not also know is that there's some humor behind the scenes, but all kinds of things like, hey, what kind of training that we do, and what kind of setups do we look for? And whereas Mike and I like to go back and forth on all kinds of different support levels and trading setups and VWAPs and what have you, John, our fearless leader, likes to buy Bitcoin periodically whenever he goes to the bathroom, which has turned
Is this
which
true?
I've done now. The wage TM, the wage toilet money strategy, which seems to be outperforming me. It's outperforming me, I'll tell you that. So I thought, hey, it'd be nice. This week, we're going to use AI. This was the idea. I was going to use AI in order to build a bot that can detect location and then buy Bitcoin whenever.
This is what
I
you said
went
in the meeting.
Yeah, and I said this on Tuesday on office hours as well. So I started building it, right? I was vibe coding, having a great time building it. And as I do, whenever I build a thing, I try to one-shot it in another AI and another AI. And I got to one and it said, hey, why are you going through all this effort building Python script, building a React script? Just use the native shortcuts app in iPhone on Apple. I was like, hey, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty fun.
So there's no coding today.
There's no coding today because we are stepping into the brave new world where the significant part of the coding that needs to be done in order to integrate with a crypto exchange or broker has been done already by John and Mike here at TradersPost. Peter, this is the world we want to live in.
Right.
We want to move into an automated world of no code or low code where you're daisy chaining things together. And you didn't have to go through like what I was doing and setting up, geolocation beacons in order to figure out what to do. I was looking at getting like air tags to have them in different locations because when you're doing geolocation, I guess for security reasons, you can't go smaller than 100 meters.
100 meters? No, the
100 meters wide radius.
Air tags bring you to 2 meters.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to use air tags.
Right.
Because I couldn't find another way of doing it. And then there was every time I tried different things, it was giving me security precautions. You're exposing your specific location to the internet. It was a whole thing. I thought it was like a little bit more complicated than, well, I was going to do it anyway on the stream today. But after the shortcuts thing, I thought it was pretty fun. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to step through the simple way where you can basically connect to your phone to TradersPost, and basically based on what you're doing, you can buy different assets. But I think it's like a brave new world.
Okay, so you don't only have to use this for the bathroom. You can use this for any scenario, any geolocated scenario?
Yeah, that's what we'll take a look at now. Actually, we're going to start it off first. What we'll do is we'll actually go through 4 different ways of setting this up. And the first of which is using focus mode. So I use focus mode often in order to for sleep, for work, or whatever, in order to manage some of the notifications that happen on my phone and different things like that. But you can set different triggers, different shortcuts that happen when you go in and out of focus mode. So that'll be the first one that we actually show here. So let's go ahead and set that up here. You'll be able to see my my phone on your screen. There we go. Maybe I'll move that guy a little bit over. Perfect. So this is all going to be happening through the Shortcuts app. And Peter, I can't even tell you how excited I was once I set this up. It was so fun. So let's start from scratch here. So you're going to be in your Shortcuts app, and there's two things you need to be setting up. You need to be setting up a shortcut and an automation. So the shortcut is the thing that we want to actually happen. So we're going to go ahead and click plus at the top right, and I am going to choose from this list URL, this first one. And then in the URL, I want to go ahead and paste the webhook URL from TradersPost. So I'm going to head back to my dashboard, and let's go ahead and create a new strategy. We'll create a strategy. We'll call this one in honor of our CEO, WageTM. I'm going to go
Okay,
ahead
wait.
and buy crypto.
Did Wage approve all this?
I find it's sometimes easier just to ask for forgiveness.
I think I'll be asking for forgiveness pretty soon. Hey, I'm not tempted.
The thing is, it's a very profitable strategy. It's one I regret not doing myself. So I wish I could have named this after myself. I'll tell you that. All right, let's go ahead and I want my notifications on. Actually, I don't need notifications. Click save, and let's just do TradersPost Paper Broker. Perfect. Now that I have that set up here, I have the subscription settings that I need to set up. Let me just call it this. I'm going to auto submit the trade. I'm only going to take in bullish because I'm not selling any Bitcoin. If this is toilet money, I'm not selling any Bitcoin for this. And all right, allow any ticker. I want to also, for my position size, I'm going to set a specific amount, and let's call it $10. I want to make sure that fractional quantity is on because I'm dealing with crypto, and allow the position has to be on, very important, to make sure that you can keep adding to the position as you go along. Because if you don't, only the first time that the signal fires will you get any trades, and you won't have any later on after that. So let me click on save here, and then enable it. And scroll to the top, and I'm going to grab the webhook URL. Anyone that's used to TradersPost, you know this is what you're going to use in order to send your signal over. Let me go ahead and copy that. And that's what I'm going to paste into my phone here. So let's go ahead here. Paste. Done. Now that my webhook URL is set up, let me actually have to change the settings for this. 1 second. Okay, so now that I have the URL set up, I need to add a different task to it. 1 second, let me edit it. So I need to get the contents of this URL. So normally by default, get contents of URL is what you're going to be choosing. And getting, when you get from a URL, you're expecting to receive information. But I want to do the other way. I want to send information to TradersPost. So I'm going to click on the blue arrow and switch the method from get to post. That means I'm sending information over. In my request body, you'll see that it's already set up to JSON, which is the format that we're expecting on TradersPost. And I'm going to add a field. The first one will be a text field. That'll be the ticker. And I'm going to add the ticker, which is BTC USD. And I'm going to add the field here called action. That'll be to buy. Obviously, if I wanted to do Tesla stock, if I wanted to do ARK, if I wanted to do MSTR, things that are not correlated with Bitcoin at all, just independent assets, just in and of themselves, I could do that as well. Perfect. And since I set up the position size already in my subscription, I don't need to do it over there. I'll click on done for that. So that's my URL. And now, so that's set up the way that it is, the shortcut. If I just go ahead and let me just test this right now. If I go to take a look at the signals for this, there's no signals right now that came in. I should be able to just tap this. here, the first time this happens, you get a message that says allow URL to connect to the URL. Once you click allow on this, generally speaking, you won't have to do it again, depending on the trigger that you do. And if I do that and refresh this page, wait, did I actually send the signal? One second here. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's the right one. Let me just make sure I'm using the right webhook.
I think you should make sure you're using the right webhook.
Oh, yeah, I'm using the wrong one. This is the one I was testing before. Like this. Start again. Delete. Why is it always Peter when we're on stream? Things go awry.
It's the demo gods. That's just the way it works.
That's just the way it works. All right, let's make sure 228C. It's still the wrong one.
While you're setting that up, I want to let everybody know that Blueprint is a place for us to experiment, try things out. We're always looking for suggestions for the stream. So if you got something in mind, maybe you want to buy Bitcoin when your girlfriend breaks up with you. I don't know. I went to a dark place there. I'm watching a lot of crazy stuff online. Maybe you want to do it. Look, there's all kinds of situations where you might want to buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin. Or maybe you're not even Bitcoin specific. You're interested in assets. You're a gold bug. You're a Peter Schiff guy. I don't know. Whatever ideas you have, the ideas that you have in your head, you might be sitting there thinking, I don't have any ideas. Oh, my idea is stupid. We want to hear your stupid idea. All right. Look what we're doing today. All right. This is something that Tom threw out. We all laughed at him. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. When I grow up, I'm going to build connections.
A toilet bot.
A toilet bot. That's what I'm going to do. And here we are. This is the product of Tom's dream, his vision. So
I didn't come up with it. Plus, I ran it by John and Mike, and they love the idea. All right. So with the URL set up, let me tap this and see. This should work. Oh, never mind. I forgot to add the. Come on, you. I'm going to add the action. So get contents of URL. Let me add post, add new field. Ticker BTC USD. Add field. Action.
This, I'm telling you, Tom, I'll just be honest with you, seems like a step down from the typical coding you do that makes you look like a brainiac and smart. You earn those glasses. Now you look like a Gen Z TikToker.
Hey, what I did was I talked to AI and it guided me to here. Okay?
Okay.
So I do what the AI overlords tell me to do. I have made that clear to everybody else, and I've made that clear to AI. Once the robots rise up, they're going to know I'm on their side. So we have here, I pressed the button for the shortcut, and we see that a Bitcoin trade was entered into. Now I want to go ahead and actually set that up in an automated way so that when I switch my focus mode to work, I get a little reward where Bitcoin is bought. So let me just go ahead at the bottom of the screen here. I'll click on automation. I'll click on new automation. And then here it'll be, let's go with work. So tap on the work option. And when I turn work on, I want it to run immediately. Let me go ahead and give myself a notification so I can see that. But normally I would not want a notification here because I want it to happen without me knowing about it. But we'll just do that so we can see it.
Right.
Next, When turn in work on, what I want to do now, I'm seeing in the second step, it's allowing me to choose the URL option that I have over here. And now my automation is set up. So if I head into my settings, I turn my focus mode to work. I should get a notification. Let me just make sure here, work on. Okay, it did fire, but I'm not getting the notification. 1 second, let me see. Nope, not Siri.
I think this is more a Tim Cook failure, you know? It's not your fault. It's Tim Cook. You did everything right.
All of this was working an hour ago.
Classic.
You should have seen me run around the house. Well, you'll see later on the stuff we can have set up here. All right, so I run immediately.
I don't want to see you in the
And
bathroom at all, just so you know.
notification one run. Let me try that one more time. Oh, do I have my notifications off because I'm on Do Not Disturb? You know what? Let's turn it to the other way around. Let's do it when I turn off. Let's see if that does it. So turn it off. Usually there's a beautiful notification that shows up. Now, it is buying the Bitcoin.
Okay, well, that's good.
It's buying the Bitcoin here. I just don't know why it's not doing it with the notification. Let's try one last time. Notify run. Let's do this one.
I will tell you that this is fun, Tom. I know I'm picking on you, but it's fun. It's not working.
It's buying Bitcoin. It's definitely buying Bitcoin. It's just not showing me the notifications. Notification one run. Did you try to turn it
Just
on and off again?
run the shortcut. Press the shortcut and run it from your phone. Like if you long tap on it, I think you can like run immediately.
Well, it's supposed to do it here. That's the whole point.
Yeah, no, but I want to see if the notification actually pops up. Maybe you have something that stops the notifications on your phone.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, well, I don't want to get stuck there. Let's see what happens with the next one. So as we see over there, it is actually buying Bitcoin inside of my account, my paper trading account, whenever I'm turning my my work mode on. I like that it's happening transparently because I don't want to feel it. You know, it's like that option I have at one of my banks where if I use the card to pay, anything that's over any of the cents, it rounds it up to $1, and that extra it sends it off to a savings account, and then I don't have to think about it. If someone were to tell me, "Hey, send $1 over here," and I saw it every single time, I'd be like, "Hey, I got some money over there in that account. I should just take it out and use it." So I like that it happens transparently. All right,
Wait, you're
Peter,
saying that when you make a purchase with your card, when there's cents, it rounds it up and then sends that to a savings account? You have this set up.
on one of the banks I deal with, yes.
Why didn't you tell me that? I didn't even know this existed. I like to know these things. I have kids, a child.
I just didn't get any money, so I didn't worry about that. So next up over here, so we did the focus mode. Okay, so that was great, being able to buy Bitcoin that way. But what if I also want to sort of like reward myself for things that are happening in my life and behaviors that I'm getting from other people? So what if I set up my shortcut so that whenever Peter messages me that he loves me, that I also get a I also get some Bitcoin purchased. Let's get Peter. And I just realized I published a phone number on the internet. We're gonna have to
My phone number?
yes.
My phone number is already online. Don't worry about it. I get a billion spam messages a day.
Message contains love. I want it to run immediately.
Well, wait, how are we
Next.
going to make sure that your phone number doesn't show up?
Well, I don't get, my phone number is definitely on the internet.
All right.
It's on tomhartman.ca URL. So now Peter, go ahead and send me a message that says, I love you, Tom.
Doesn't matter how I write it.
It has to be I love you, Tom.
Capital letters, punctuation.
Right, but it has to have I love you, Tom inside of it.
I love you, comma, Tom.
Sure. As long as you're telling me that you love me. That's what I'm looking for here.
All right. Wow. It's been like, what, 20 years since I've sent you a message like this? Here we go.
All right. Send me the message. Through iMessage you sent me, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't get any message from you.
I think your notifications are off.
Oh yeah, you told me to turn all my notifications off. No, I
No,
only turned it off for
only for specific
you.
applications.
there about Bitcoin.
Wait, every time I send you I love Tom Hartman, it's going to buy Bitcoin?
hey.
Okay.
Let me check something over here.
Wait, what if other people send you, it'll also be it, or
No,
only
I
for
have
me?
it set up so that's only you.
Okay, but I didn't see it buy anything just now. Hang on, let me do it again.
It did. You're just not seeing it there.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, all my notifications are on.
am I supposed to see it in TradersPost that it's supposed to signal supposed to be hitting?
It did come through. So once you just did it at 1 minute ago,
I did it just
and now
5
you just
seconds
did it
ago.
again at
Oh,
3:23.
there we
and
go.
purchasing
There
it.
we go. There's some more. You're welcome, Michael Saylor. I'm doing my part.
Can you send me the message one more time? I just want to see if because I was on work mode. If that's
Bruh, I've sent you 4 messages. I will keep sending you messages until this stream is done. You are going to be a Bitcoin maxi like you wouldn't believe. I'll keep sending it, but
oh, well, it's working. There we go. Bought some Bitcoin. Now let's go ahead and I'm really annoyed that the notifications are not showing, but whatever.
okay. Well, I mean, just take it. Blueprint's all about experimenting. I was just about to, don't do it. I was about to tell you to, let me get off screen just so you don't, I'm on your phone. I don't need that. Once you pull down your notifications, see, is there anything that's coming in? I'll send you a message on Telegram. You'll tell me if you get that.
But the AI summarized you. It says Peter Hartman has expressed love for you multiple times.
Did it really say that?
It does. It says that.
So you are getting a notification, but it's summarizing it.
Yeah. It's just that, yeah.
I blame Tim Cook. I blame Cook. All right.
Okay. Well, that's not. I don't know why it's not showing, but whatever.
Tell me when it's safe to show
wait a
your
minute.
screen.
Wait a second. Yeah, I'll tell you when. 1 second. Shortcuts.
I don't know. Connecting your phone to a live stream is like living life on the edge. You might as well sign up for 4chan, given everything. They just got hacked. So
no, there's no option to disable it for some reason. It's just not showing this time. Maybe because I'm plugged into the computer screen, and it's that might be it because it knows that I'm plugged into. It's prevented notifications from showing up. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now the next one I wanted to show is based on location.
Hang on. So that was fun. Okay, we didn't see the notification, but we are seeing the Bitcoin being purchased in TradersPost. So this works. So what happens? What triggers this buy again? When you go where? When you do what?
Well, right now we have it set up that if I get a message that says love from you, that contains the words love, then it automatically will buy $10 worth of Bitcoin for me. And when I've turned my work mode focus on, it'll also buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. And I can modify this. I can have different quantities for the different types of triggers that are happening.
And can I make
maybe a
it
love
so
for
that
Peter is $50 of Bitcoin and work is 10.
Hey, that's pretty cool. And what about if I send my message to my spouse, can I make it buy then?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because that would incentivize husbands do.
No, it's only if you get it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Well, there are other apps like Pushcut that will have different types of enhancements for how you can trigger different things.
Mhm.
I found it a little bit too cumbersome, but you could try it out and check it out.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, fun, exciting. That was easy.
Now, location. So initially, I wanted to do the location one, because I want it to be when I go to the bathroom, um, it'll know it and it'll be able to buy some Bitcoin.
We're
But
back to the bathroom one.
when you choose arrive as one of the options,
Oh, let's go see that.
so when you choose arrive as one of the options, and you choose a location, you can choose your current location, but it'll just be within 100 meters. You can't get any closer than that. So that sucked, which is great. It's great to have it within 100 meters, because I could say, hey, if I get to the gym, let me go ahead and buy. If I go to the grocery store, let me go ahead and buy Bitcoin. Whenever I come back to my home location, go ahead and buy some Bitcoin. That's all great. I love that. And I might use that for all kinds of different things. Oh, by the way, for the text message one, I think I'm going to have it for the kids, that when they text me that they finished their chores, it'll buy them some Bitcoin inside of their account. That'll be fun.
They'll be like, "Did you get my message when I said I finished my chores? Hello, hello. I'm not getting your messages." Like, they'll just find
Well,
reasons.
I'm not gonna tell them
Oh,
how that gets triggered, and Christmas and birthdays, it'll be, well, this was because of your interactions with me. How did you know? Don't worry, I have a system that tracks what you do and is able to reward accordingly. For the text messages, here I told you for love, but I could set up. I want to set up a bunch of them for my wife, like 50 to 100 words that she doesn't know, and it'll be a game for her to be like, "Hey, can I get the words in?" And if she gets a certain milestone, then I'll go ahead and get her a gift or whatever from the money that's made from the Bitcoin play. Peter, this is the kind of world I've always wanted to live in. All right, this daisy chain, no code, low code world. I love it.
this would
Really
this would
fun
be
to play
good
games.
for for exercise, weight loss, things like that too, right?
Yeah,
Heck,
so you can
it
actually
might even be good if you have a smart thermostat. And you're like, turn that bloody thermostat down when it's at a certain temperature. It can buy anyway.
Well, I know you can connect it to the Apple HomePod, but I've never used HomePod before. I don't know what you do with that, but you can connect it to your Apple Watch, and I think have different sort of features that you can use depending on what your watch does. My wife has a Garmin watch, and I would love to tie it to there so that if she has a good night's sleep, then she gets a Bitcoin, and if she has a stressful day, she gets it like a different amount, right? So maybe it's like whenever she's stressed, it buys Bitcoin, and whenever she has a good night's sleep, it sells some Bitcoin. Let's see what kind of a P&L you get inside of that account if you do that. Peter, I'm honestly going to set up all kinds of crazy things here just to
Right?
see.
Come
Yeah.
on. This is probably, look, I started out poo-pooing you, no pun intended. Um, but this is probably the best one you've done so far. Very
Well, we haven't
accessible.
even gotten to the clincher here yet, Peter, which is actually my favorite one.
Clincher, is that a pun? I'm sorry, it's not going to end. All
That's
right.
very funny.
What asset are we going to be using? No, sorry.
Okay, all right. So there's an issue with the location because you can't get it down to exactly pinpoint accuracy. I can't tell it. I mean, I think you can if you have certain tools or whatever, but out of the box, I can't. So I can't tell when I go to the bathroom. So I was like, well, how can I get around this? And I realized, hey, if I go down to the last option over here, there's an option for sound recognition. And in sound recognition, you can choose sounds that your phone is hearing as a trigger.
What?
And my friend,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
water running
Oh my
is
God.
one of the sounds. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God. Oh my God.
yeah.
No.
Or if my baby is crying, I could have it one of the sounds. Or if the doorbell rings or whatever it is, I can have different sounds. They're shouting. I have another one. Right? I can set up multiple ones. Then I click on done for that. Run immediately. Any one of those three sounds, I'm going to notify when run, and click next. I'm going to click on the URL for the TradersPost one. And now, whenever, and I've tested it out myself, if I go by the bathroom and I flush the toilet, if I flush the toilet, Peter, it buys Bitcoin. If I take a shower, it buys Bitcoin. If I wash my hands, it buys Bitcoin. You just have to remember that on your phone, you do have to turn on this option on your control screen, the sound recognition button. That has to be on for it to be listening.
Is that the ear?
Let's see if it,
Is that
sorry?
the ear symbol? Is that it?
No, it's the one at the very bottom left here, the one I'm turning on and
Oh,
off.
I see. Right.
Yeah, that's the one. Let me just refresh this over here and see if the let's see if we can get
I wonder
baby
all the
crying. Okay, I
people.
got baby crying on. Let's see if we can get baby crying for it to buy. Let me just go to my notifications.
All the people who had to work in shortcuts to make these features available, I don't think they ever imagined you'd be using the water flushing.
All right, let's see if we can get this.
Right.
It's not going to buy any Bitcoin. 324. It didn't. It didn't. How about some shouting? Hey, hey! Can I get some Bitcoin? Get me some Bitcoin here. Okay, it didn't trigger. It knows that I'm just faking my shouting. It knows that it's not the thing.
Well,
I can go to the water and test it out, because that's not going to work. But trust me when I tell you that I went around faucets and
wait, why
all
can't
around my house.
why can't you go to the water to test it out? Just go right now to the bathroom, flush it. We'll look on the screen.
All right, let me try.
Get out of here.
I might lose my share screen, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay. Wait, hang on. Don't lose your share screen. Don't. Remember the problem we had before we got on here? I don't
Right.
want to go through that again. Look at that, all those I love you Toms. All right. Like, he could have put anything there. He chose I love you Tom because he's a narcissist, okay? It's just the way
That's
it works.
right.
Why can't we get the
And so-
baby sound to work or the loud noises?
Maybe it doesn't know that. Maybe it knows I'm not a baby. I don't know. It's some AI system that's figuring it out. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
All
the
right, all
details.
right.
But it definitely works for flushing the toilet. I tried it. I tried it manually. I didn't wait till I had to go to the bathroom. I just flushed the toilet on my own. But given the fact that you have flushed the toilet, you have washed your hands, there's a bunch of water running that'll actually trigger it, which I thought was just, I mean, it was just so much fun. I just absolutely love that. All right, so that's what it is. The thing that's like the most crucial point over here is that all these different systems, the world that we're living in, allows us to create automated strategies that are not necessarily just about finding support and resistance levels in the chart, but that you can actually use TradersPost to reward your own behavior, to be so that you go to the gym more often and you eat things regularly, that you interact with other people in such a way that you solicit love messages from them, and then you get Bitcoin. It could be certain times of the day. It could be if you want to sleep on time. It could be all kinds of different things. And yeah, I know you're thinking to yourself, I'm setting them up, and I know it's there, and then I'm going to do it. But if you turn off the notification and you just set them up now, well, 6 months from now, a year from now, you might have forgotten it, and you'll look and you're like, hey, why does this account have $100,000 of Bitcoin inside of it? Or whatever it is, whatever asset you got.
Look, Tom, I'll tell you, I'm just going to be straight, all right? Okay? Now I'm biased and all that stuff, but TradersPost has just dramatically increased in value for me, all right? Okay? My brain is exploding with the possibilities with this. This is unbelievable. And it didn't require any of your stupid coding, any of that nonsense, doesn't require any schooling apparently in order to accomplish this. What a world we live in. It is fantastic.
Well, remember the last time we did the astrology bot, and if we had done it this way, what we could have done is just sign up to a service that sends you astrology information,
right?
Set up a trigger based on the email title subject, and then let that go ahead through shortcuts and buy and sell inside of your account.
Oh, my brain is exploding, Tom. There's so many things we can do with this.
There's so many things we can do on it.
When did you find out that when did it occur to you that you could do this?
Today, when I was talking to AI, as I'm building a React app, trying to set up a server on Vercel in order to monitor constantly my geolocation or what have you, the AI said, hey, you're going about this all wrong. Try shortcuts. And I've never used shortcuts in my life. I never even touched the app. You saw it.
Yeah, I use shortcuts all the time, Tom. All my
Oh,
lights, everything. You heard me say just yesterday, you were laughing. I say showtime, and then my whole lights and
oh, that's
everything.
shortcut.
Yeah, it's all shortcuts. My light, I have my freezers on the shortcuts. My computer shuts down. Everything is on it. I just walk into a room and it's like Star Trek. But and I I know from previous videos I've edited for TradersPost that there is a shortcuts you can use shortcuts to, like, webhooks and all that. I think somebody asked in support about it, but it never occurred to me that you can do these things. Tom, the things that we could do with this. So, I mean, TradersPost is going to stop being in the market that they're in. Prop firms, it's going to enter behavioralism. It's going to enter gamification. There's all kinds of things you can do.
Well, I don't know another way because I've always wanted to do something like this. That based on my behavior, that certain things will occur, certain trades will occur. I've always wanted that. Um, First, because of, let's say I spend some time doing if I do an analysis for a chart, sometimes I forget some of the decisions that I've made, right? And to be able to, like, some sort of conclusions that I've come to. And I've always wanted to have this stream of consciousness where I'm talking and doing different analysis, and then the AI can
Right.
turn that into transcribe that audio and then analyze it and then move from there. But the it's always been annoying to have to set up like uh, you know some sort of script on my computer running to monitor all this automatically. I just love the idea that more of it can be happen automatically and plug into these native systems and then end up buying and selling the things that I wanted to buy and sell based on what I'm doing, what I'm consuming, and all that sort of thing. So you can set all these kinds of things up, and this to me is just another one of the cogs in the machine. Because if you go to like Zapier or if this then that or make.com or whatever, it takes some learning how to like connect these things together to what you need to do. But if it's like something more like this where the interface is like clean and easy for me to use, and I have AI in the back end, whatever, doing whatever on my computer in order to figure out in natural language, all of a sudden some of these more complicated tasks become a lot more reasonable. Now we just use it in order to buy money when we go to the bathroom. What people can create out of that, who knows? Who knows?
Folks, if you're watching at home, you have an idea of how to use this in some novel way or interesting way, please let us know. You can share it with us on Traders Post X. That'd be the best place. We'd love to interact with something like this, maybe even showcase some of your ideas. It's fantastic. Tom, I didn't see this coming. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't tell you anything about it to begin with. It was pretty fun. All right, so we'll leave it there for this Thursday. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do next week. Mike and I are building a small suite of indicators for TradingView to help elite traders trade more effectively in a sort of semi-discretional way. But I don't know if we're going to do that next week. We'll see. But we'll stay tuned to Twitter, to more YouTube, and we're going to be letting you guys know. We like to give you guys some options for things you'd like us to do. If there's anything you want us to give a try, just let us know. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know in the YouTube comments, and then we love if you could give us feedback, and that's what you want to see. Chances are we're going to be able to do it, and we really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next Thursday at 3 p.m. with another blueprint. Tomorrow you'll see me and Mike on After Hours, our market commentary show at 4 p.m. And next Tuesday, as always, we have our office hours where we go through all things TradersPost, making TradersPost the best trading platform in the known universe. Before we go, let's go ahead and play that ad, and we'll say thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next Thursday.
Ask yourself this: are you making trading harder than it needs to be? If you're trading manually or still coding just to connect to your broker, yeah, it's time to upgrade. TradersPost lets you automate trades using signals from tools like TradingView or TrendSpider or even your own custom setup. It works with brokers like TradeStation, Tradeovate, Coinbase, and a bunch more. I've been using it myself, and getting started was smooth. The platform's clean, setup's quick, and once it's running, it just works. And when you're ready to scale, more strategies, prop firms, or sharing signals with your community, TradersPost handles it. It's built to grow with you. Start your free trial at traderspost.io. Trade smarter, automate your edge.